All right. Good morning, and let's look at what's going on here. So yesterday we formed let me zoom in. We formed, and this is SPY, right? Yeah, we formed a demand. We tested that demand by forming another demand. We tested that previous demand by forming another demand. We tested that previous demand by forming a fourth demand, and then finally pushed up. Here's the thing. Yesterday I mentioned that it seemed that it was only after 2 o'clock that it seemed that we pushed finally and made the move, and then it especially pushed when the market closed. The only thing I can think of is that yesterday we had FOMC meeting, not meeting, but the minutes. FOMC minutes started at 2 o'clock, which didn't really seem to do much, but then bam, we're up. And as usual, as I've said many times, the market seems to make its biggest moves when the market's not open. I mean, look, SPY, when the market opened, we moved from 412 to 409, a 3 point move. Of course, it took the rest of the day to go from 409 back to, we closed at 411, right? So the first half of the day we moved down 3 points. The second half of the day we moved up 2 points, right? Market closes, and we close here at, although this is technically the close here, but whatever. Let's go from when the market technically closes. We go from 411 to 415. And Adam Mancini sent a tweet before 8:30 that we've been basing at 4155, I think. So 4155, and we broke through here, and now we're rallying. So if someone took a swing from yesterday, that would have been pretty good, huh? And of course, we bounced at one of these March low clones that I've created in confluence with a weekly that I have here. I've been noticing my weekly and daily levels have been pretty good so far. Oh, and I just realized this channel I found yesterday that we bounced off of a couple times before we failed yesterday morning, which would be a good indication to have taken it short. We've reclaimed it, and now we're almost back at the top of that channel, which means on VIX, the similar channel I found, we broke out of that channel, fell back in, and now we've broken through that channel. What does this mean? I have no idea. No idea. I mean, I'm just not even I'm not putting much mental effort into it because I can't trade anymore. All I can do is just be a bystander and watch. I would have thought that we would have bounced off of this, but the fact that we didn't and we broke down. Oh, and look, I just realized this. Let's zoom out. The megaphone. Remember, we broke out of it yesterday, another bullish sign. We've broken back into it now, and now we're falling. And I thought this daily might work, but we've already pushed through it, so there's a possibility we may retest this daily. Otherwise, this is going to keep going down, and the market's going to rally. So yeah. And some news must have come out at 8:30 for this. Well, then again, this is SPY. SPY does this all the time. SPY loves making these long, random, chaotic wicks pre-market. But still, this is a pretty big move here. So something must have been released at 8:30 today. I don't know what it is. Let's see. GDP growth. I guess that's good. The news was good to the market. Jesus Christ, man. This piece of garbage neighbor upstairs, man, all day. It sounds like they're rolling a heavy ball on the floor, like a bowling ball on the floor. Then it sounds like they're dragging a heavy wooden table or something on the floor. I mean, what are they doing that every day from morning till night they're making this? This is why I wear this thing all day. If I don't wear this thing all day, I'm gonna snap and go upstairs and curse these morons off. It's just ridiculous. I have to wear a $300 headphone set to keep me from losing my temper with some moronic neighbor upstairs. And the good news, bad news is that the landlord texted me yesterday that he's finally sending someone who should be arriving around 10 o'clock to put up the blinds and the curtains that he bought. What irritates me though is that the landlord who owns this property, who should know what the windows look like, but somehow keeps forgetting, even though I've sent him um, pictures of the window. He went and bought curtain rods that won't work with this window. The curtain rods that are supposed to attach to the side of a wall, and then of course they come out and curve out, and then you put the curtain on that, right? The problem is this window is basically going from one side of the wall to the other with just a pillar in the middle. Now you can attach the rods to that pillar, but on the side of the window, there's not really enough room to attach the rod, which has a round base that you would screw into the wall. But the window basically flushes right to the side of the wall, if that makes sense. So the only way that the rods can work is if you drill them to the roof, to the ceiling, and then have the rods hanging down and then have the curtains hanging from there. The problem with that idea is that it lets light in from the top of the rods, which isn't ideal. But the landlord doesn't care about what's ideal. He could have returned these rods and bought proper rods that work, but he didn't do that. Instead, he just brought these same rods, and I guess he's gonna have. I bet he didn't even tell the guy he hired to do this about why the rods aren't gonna work the way they're designed to. I bet you. But still, it's still gonna be an improvement no matter what. If the guy can figure out how to put the rods up and then put the curtains up, which that's my worry is that he won't be able to do it. It'll still be a improvement over freaking foil paper. Then maybe I can add a couple more photos to my ads for the rental of the room and just show the view from the window, which is, again, I've said it before, a really good view, especially at night. Um, so that might add to the allure of the apartment, but I really got to work in getting rid of a bunch of boxes, which, these aren't empty boxes. So I've carried these boxes with me for the past 5 years with stuff in them because I have no room, no storage to put them. So, anyways, I don't know. After such a big move overnight, I just it's frustrating because if I had for some reason known to go long here, and again, I wasn't even noticing that we bounced at this weekly level in confluence with this March low, and also in confluence. What is this channel again? Hold on. 10:30. Was this the channel that we broke out of? Yeah, this was the April or May channel, early May. We were stuck for about 7 or 8 days in this descending channel. We broke out of it here, but now we're retesting it here. It doesn't look so good on the 10:30, but on the 5:15, it looks, well, no, it's about the same, surprisingly, with Thinkorswim. So yeah, it looks like that was our bottom, 40114. So this thing has basically rallied 50 points almost, and now we're cooling off. So I don't know. I should have checked to see if there's something tomorrow. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, core PCE. I don't know how important this is to the market tomorrow. If we look at next week, Memorial Day is off. There's no trading on Memorial Day. You know what's sad? I hate trading so much because I'm so unsuccessful at it, but on the days that there is no trading, that the market is off, I feel this sense of relief like it's a holiday, like I can take the day off. And I used to think the only way to be successful at trading is to like it. But um, what's his name? Maurice Kenny, in a lot of his YouTube videos, he says he hates trading, and he simplifies it as much as possible and is hands off on it as much as possible. He just he simply looks for the patterns that he wants to look for. If those patterns are satisfied, he takes the trade. He sells fairly quickly, scalps his profit, and then he's done for the day. So he also hates trading, but his system works. Anyways, on next week, Wednesday, we have jolts at 10 a.m. I don't know how that's going to affect the market. Thursday and Friday, we have non-farm payroll. So that might be something that might affect the market. But apparently, the market wants to see unemployment go up, which is weird because I remember when after COVID hit, every time the unemployment number came out, the market would do these huge dips or huge rallies. I'm talking SPY would move like 20, 25 points in one day. Man, those days, man. If you knew how to trade well and you caught those moves back then, you can make some serious money. All right. That's right. I gotta look for our court reporter. Um, yeah, yesterday I didn't get finished with work until like around a little bit before 6 o'clock. So I essentially worked from, I think I started like around 9:15 because I started a little bit late, 9:30, all the way to 6 o'clock nonstop. The only thing I did was go to use the bathroom and shower and go to make myself a smoothie, which was basically my breakfast and lunch. And as usual for dinner, I had an egg sandwich and another smoothie, and that was it for the day. The thing is, when you sit around and you're sedentary, um, you don't have much of an appetite. At least I don't, which is probably why I don't get fat like other people who are sedentary. My body's pretty simple. I only eat when I'm hungry, and if I'm not hungry, I don't eat. And I try and eat fairly healthy, but not. I'm not like crazy about it. I mean, my egg sandwich has one bacon and a slice on it. I use hummus and avocado sauce. I forget what other people call it, but to me it's avocado sauce. I don't like the original name. Um, and then cheese. So the egg with some spinach, the cheese, and toasted bread, and yeah. So, but I wouldn't call it unhealthy, but I wouldn't call it healthy. But considering it's the only thing I had to eat all day, anyways. All right, I don't know. I don't see any pattern breaks. I don't see any obvious, other than this bounce here at the daily, I guess, maybe. Let's see if we have something similar on SPY. Not really. I'm going to eventually erase all of the drawings I have here on SPY, and I'm probably just going to stop doing levels and just focus on major trends and then try and look um, on ES when I'm trading my options to figure out when to enter and to exit based on um, the levels that Adam Mancini gives, and of course the trends. But I can't really rely on levels in SPY anymore. The only levels I'm gonna have on SPY are like weekly, daily, things like that. Because it's clear now that, like for example, let's look now. Right now we're at 4161.5 on ES. I have 4166 here. So the levels just won't stay where they're supposed to. I have 4142.7 down here. And yeah, I don't know. I'm tired of dealing with this level inaccuracy. So, but unfortunately, I can't just erase these moronic programs. Don't set it up so that you can erase. They don't distinguish between levels. It's just drawings. That's basically how these programs are set up. Drawings yes or drawings no. That's the only choice you have. They don't have a system set up so you can remove specific types of drawings, like levels as opposed to trends, which I don't understand why they wouldn't do that. That's incredibly stupid, but I don't know. I didn't design these programs, unfortunately. I'm going to take one more look at VIX because I keep feeling as though I am missing something important, but I'm glancing over at it and I don't see. But I still think it's interesting that yesterday when the market closed, or opened, well, I guess it opened at 3 in the morning, we rejected off of the VIX, bounced off of this hour, which I think is confluent with what happened on ES. The market opened at 3 a.m. We rejected, bounced off of a level, recovered. And then we came back down to the megaphone. It didn't hold. We came back to this level, seemed to affect it. Bounced off, rejected off the megaphone, or you know what? It could be rejection off of this SMA for all I know. And then broke through this channel and dropped. Bounced off this daily, but dropped. So this daily, I don't know, maybe it could be a rejection and we can drop some more if we retest it. But I already said that this morning, so I don't know. I didn't read Adam Mancini's tweet yesterday before I left. I forgot. So I'm going to read his tweet this morning. If I had to guess, he's going to say, wow. Dip buyers back on Q and ES. Yesterday I was looking for a bounce to 4147, 4155. We hit 4155 and now basing here for 15 hours charging up. Plan today as long as 4135 keeps holding. Interesting, that's where I have my daily. 4166, 4175 next up. Possible dip there before higher. 4165. Well, I mean, we already hit 4165 or 4166. We hit it to the tick. And then 4175 is up next. So I wonder if this means that 4166 is now support or 4160. I don't know. I'm going to go take a quick look at his newsletter and I'll come back before the market opens. So the bell just rung and I was looking at something this guy tweeted. I don't follow this guy, and it irritates me that Twitter seems to consistently show you more people that you don't follow than people you do follow in the feed. Again, that's why I dislike Twitter. Although, you know what? I am following SPY. I don't know why I did that. I'm following SPY, and this guy, TW, the wealthy trader, he writes something that makes no sense. If a stock gaps up and doesn't create a new low in the first 30 minutes, high, probability it continues higher and vice versa. What do you mean vice versa? If a stock gaps down and doesn't create a new high in the first 30 minutes, high probability it continues lower and vice versa. Know this 30-minute rule. Basically, it sounds like what he's saying, if a stock goes up and keeps going up, it's probably going to keep going up more upper and vice versa. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry. That's just I'm probably to some of you guys it's genius. It makes sense, but for me it just or maybe the way he's articulating it doesn't make sense, or he's trying to simplify it too much for me. I don't know. It just it sounds obvious to me. And why 30 minutes? I mean, if it goes up and doesn't make a new low, then isn't it obviously going up? Why would it make a new low if it's going up? I mean, lower low is what he said, right? If a stock goes up and doesn't create a new low in the first 30 minutes, what does he mean a new low? Like a higher low or a lower low? What does that mean? I don't know. The statement just irritates me. All right, market opens and we're off for sell. um, this is still Friday's expiration. I still have my put here. Although when I used to do this, I would pick Monday's expiration, which was frustrating because um, it's more expensive even though the weekend shouldn't count, but it's still theta, and it tends to be more expensive. But also, if I recall, Monday is going to be closed, so you would have to use Tuesdays, which obviously going to be so expensive. Couldn't afford it. Can't afford anything unless you go way, way out in the strike price. This could be just a fake sell-off, though. I don't know. But if this thing is to go up, oh my God, let's try this again. Friday, no, I might have to do all 417. Look at that swing here, man. I could have gotten this. I actually could have gotten a couple options at, no, I couldn't. I could only get one option at $9 or 10 and swing that. But unfortunately, if I was able to sell it right at the bell, which I doubt I would have, if I hit market sell, knowing these market makers, they probably would have sold me like at this candle for 30. This happened before. There's been times where the bell rung and I hit market buy or even limit buy, and typically I can almost never get in that first candle. It's usually only the second candle that I can get in. Well, if this thing drops down to the daily, I could get in, but I don't think it's going to go that low. But if you look here, we formed a supply. I don't know if I can call this much of a retest, but this is a decent move if you can choose an in the money option put. Yeah, 408 would have been good, but I don't think I could have afforded any of those. Yeah, I have to switch this to all, unfortunately. Jesus. This is the only call I could afford right now. Wait, no, that's wrong. Hold on. 418 is what I can afford. I prefer the 417, but it looks like this might be our low right here, the pre-low. But I'm not going to jump in now. I see no reason to. Oh, and VIX. Let's see where we are in VIX. So it looks like we might be rejecting off the 4-hour, but VIX is going up. Although it doesn't guarantee that the market's going to drop, but yeah, this is pushing down. It looks like so. Yeah, it was a pretty sudden drop. We were rallying, not rallying, but we were recovering here, and it just pushed down. I just realized, like an idiot, I forgot to turn this headset on. I was wondering why I was still hearing the moron upstairs. It's okay though. They got a permit to do the construction, which was back in December, October of last year. But I don't know. Apparently, you can have a permit open for 6 months or more. Man, what a great short this would have been. I don't know, but I don't know what strike I would have been able to get into. Well, let me rephrase that. Which one I could afford? Now, there's a possible chance we may reject here on VIX. We are now confluent with this channel that we broke out of yesterday. Didn't seem to make any effect there though, so I might have to get rid of this. If this doesn't reject here, or at the very least of the megaphone, it's time to get rid of this trend, this line, both of them. So what? I guess we developed a bull trap overnight. No, not necessarily. 4135 still has to hold. We're not there yet. First 15-minute candle closes in about 6 minutes, and we'll see if this forms a demand. Man, these headphones work fairly well, man. I'm so glad I invested in them, even though they were not cheap. Although, if I remember, I did get these on sale. I remember that they were on sale um, in Christmas, like some holiday sale, and I got it. They normally are $300, but I think I got it for 150. But still, that's money I shouldn't have to spend, so I don't have to hear my idiot neighbor upstairs dropping things on the floor, dragging furniture around, hammering on the wall. And they'll even be doing this at 7:30 in the morning on a Sunday. I said it before, I'll say it again. The great luxury of having a home and not having to live next door to any obnoxious humans is wonderful. We didn't quite make it to 4135, and I'm wondering if I should take this long in anticipation of a recovery here, but I want to wait and see what happens. See if we form another candle. See if we form a demand with another candle. But then, if I follow my strategy, then I have to wait for that candle to close to officially make it a demand, and then wait for the next candle to retest, and then take it long. But again, there's no guarantee that that's going to work out. And I've realized Adam Mancini generally is right. Between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., it's a lot of chop. But MK strategy relies on you waiting until after 10:30 to make your trade. So that gives you from 10:30 to 11 to scalp money, scalp some profit. Because after 11, it's kind of choppy. Although his system is works even in chop, I tend to notice. But it seems not until after like 1:30, 2 o'clock is there a big move. All right, here's Adam Mancini. Clean technicals, I was looking for a rally to 416675 in ES, which was the possible dip zone, and it hit 4166, then dipped. If 41675 clears after this pullback, the bottom is in for this. 4135 now support. ES must hold there to keep run going. Fail of 4135, we work back to 4122, 4120. I said 4122 because that's my mind what I remember the level would be. But I guess 4120 would also be a pretty good spot. Yeah, so I was confused. 4155, 4165. His target was 4155 then 4165. So my thinking is if 4155 was the next target, was the previous target, does that mean that it's support? And it looked like it could have been, because here's the trend here. We rejected from that trend here, here, and here. But it turns out this was really just a false breakout. But it does look like we are, for now, rejecting on VIX at this level. So this, I guess this is still in effect. And we're just below the megaphone. So what would be ideal is if on the next candle we can form a supply and then push down. And on ES and SPY, we can form a demand and push up. I know it's ballsy, but I was thinking earlier, when this goes down to 8, I could possibly get 2 options. No, I can't. Watch this. I hope it doesn't dip down and let me get in. Oh no. No, yeah, I can't. I don't have enough because I need $1 for each option. I only have enough to buy one option. But look, here we go. New candles already started. Part of me is tempted to go in right now and not wait for the whole retest thing. Whatever. Let's see. Yeah. I wish I had gotten in at 8. Making $4 would still be a 25% profit of my tiny account. it isn't a very clean looking demand, but we're forming, I mean, a supply, but we're forming a kind of a sloppy supply on um, VIX. I really should open my iPad and put on TradingView because I just saw a trend that we just bounced off of on TradingView that I don't have in any of my Thinkorswim charts. A trend on ES. What do you think, guys? We're now at 8. Should I attempt it? Or should I continue waiting for a retest? Wait, no, let me rephrase that. Waiting for this candle to close, so therefore we have to wait until 10 o'clock. Wait for that candle to be retested, and then go long. That's really probably what I should do. Because for all I know, this needs to pull back some more to get to 4135 or 4122 before it turns around. It's possible. We're just below VWAP as well, so that might be an issue. The thing I don't like about waiting for demand zones to form just below VWAP is that typically once we clear VWAP, that's when other people would jump in. They're waiting for VWAP to clear. And other people who are already long are probably selling at VWAP maybe. I don't know. Or maybe there's some people who are taking it short in anticipation that we reject from VWAP. So it's a bit chaotic at or around VWAP, and that makes me more trepidatious in taking a trade. Either way though, VIX is going down. So yeah, I guess I'll have to wait and see. Maybe we can close and form a demand just under VWAP, and then the next candle can retest, and then we can break through VWAP. But it's equally possible this candle will fail to form as a demand and will continue going further down to 4135, and maybe we form a demand there. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't buy in. So anyone who took a rejection from VWAP on a scalp would be rewarded here. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can open my iPad and put TradingView on here. The last time I opened my iPad and looked at TradingView is when we were at that red area above where we broke out. Now it's updating. Wow. That means I haven't opened my iPad since the 19th of May. And what a drop since then. Let's see if I can plug it in. Hopefully this brick charger plug works. Yeah, because the other one I bought from Amazon doesn't work. Alright, good. even though it said it was Apple certified and yeah, da, 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 but Amazon has basically it's almost as though Amazon absorbed all of Wish. I don't know if anybody ever used the Wish app, but it became notorious for an app that sells trashy, cheap Chinese knockoff crap. I remember I bought a battery pack from Wish. I forget what the battery pack was for. It's a battery charger. I don't know if it was for my iPhone or something. And when it came in the mail, it was light and it was just plastic, and it turned out to be the holder for a battery pack. So they sold it as a battery pack, but it was just the holder. So yeah, Wish is notorious for just ripping people off and being garbage, and now it's gone. But sadly, Amazon seems to have become, in some way, the new Wish, and the reviews are completely useless. There are people who would buy something that's trash, show a picture of them using it or wearing it, let's say an article of clothing. Like the Amazon, like I like the pants I'm wearing now are I forget what they're called. They're like joggers, runner jogger pants, but they're like loose around the hip. I mean, they're loose around thigh area, and then they get tight um in the ankle area, and they look cool. I love them. They're comfortable. They're nice workout jogger pants or whatever you call it. And Amazon loves showing pictures of athletes all muscular wearing these pants, and the pants look like how they should. But when you buy the pants, they don't fit that way. And that's something Amazon likes to do. They'll show athletic looking models wearing these athletic clothing, but then when you buy the athletic clothing, it seems as though the clothing were designed for people who are overweight or something. So, and it wasn't always like that. Amazon has gone downhill dramatically after Wish was released and went away. So Amazon has basically become the new Wish.com. Well, I don't want to make this video too long. Let me zoom in on my, I think I'm gonna just put an alert. If we retest this is what I really want to see, a retest of this demand that was formed. So I'm gonna put an alert just above it. And see if we get down there. The thing is, there's a possibility we might create, because like yesterday, we created a demand, and then another demand, and then another demand. So that may happen. Wow, I have an odd craving for those Pepperidge Farms goldfish. I bet you this is a task that's gonna take me the rest of the day. No. Wow, this girl typed up in 15 minutes. She typed up this motion, or maybe she had a draft already. That's how I do it because I'm not a paralegal. I never went to school paralegal. So when I'm asked to draft a document, I simply look up a previous document that was made and then put in the relevant data. 'Cause that's just how my brain works. I don't know how to do the document from scratch. This is a task I gotta take care of. All right, so I will I will be back and we'll see if this makes its way down here or not. But for now, it looks like 4139 is the level. But there's no. Oh, we're back to 8. Damn, it would really be crappy if this was the actual low and I didn't get in. I could have gotten two options at $6. I could afford that. And if this can push up to, you know, oh, anyways, I'll be back. All right, 10 o'clock, new candle formed. Part of me is tempted just to put this at $6, two options $6, and see if we drop down there, because I wish I had done that. If I had gotten at 6, I could have exited at 11. That's $5 each option, minus the $2. That's $8. It's not significant, but it's something. But see, new candle form. Look at this thing rocketing away now. Now we've broken through VWAP. I'm gonna get in at 8. Nope, never mind. Yeah, I had a gut feeling that when I was about to leave last time that I should get in at 6 and then put a sell at 11 if we can maybe make it up above VWAP. Because yeah, 11 minus 6 is 5, and the two options would be $10. It would be $8 profit minus the commission, which isn't a lot, but hey, hold on, that's got to be the guy. Hold on. All right, guys, we got another retest of $6. I wish I had gotten in. I'm gonna try it. Let's see if it's possible we get another retest. Or should I do 2 at 7? I can afford that in case it doesn't pull back far enough. Or perhaps I should not even trade at all. This violates my rule. I set a break of a pattern. That's when I'll take a trade. We've had no pattern break. We have had no demand formed. I'm not doing it. Alright, I'll come back later, guys, and see if something changes. But basically today is not a day to make any trades. There's no pattern breaks. Let's see if I can find something though. Hold on. No. Yeah, this isn't a pattern. Yeah, I'm almost wondering if I should adjust this for this rejection here, but I don't think so. I think it's where it needs to be. Touch point here, touch point here, touch point here, touch point here. This is perfect. This is clearly where it needs to be. This is where you would take it short. Mind you, I have this on the hour candle now. And at 12 o'clock we reach the bottom. Yeah. it would make sense for me to trade only if we reach the bottom of this pattern here or here. Let's look at trading view. Although I really have to reset my levels here as well. So you see we bounced off of that previous channel that we were in. We bounced off of that. And actually it's very clean bounce, and this is a cluster of supports that have helped us a lot before. It's possible we can bounce off of here. But I don't know if this is a, I wouldn't consider this a pattern break, and I only want to trade pattern breaks now. Break of a pattern, rally. I think this formed a triangle or a megaphone or something, but anyways, break of a pattern. Although this megaphone, we didn't get much of a rally here. Once we reached this resistance, it just couldn't hold. But here, break of a pattern, strong drop. It is possible we may reject off of this line, which I think was Adam Mancini's ultimate target, 4175. So yeah, the time to trade would have been here, or taking this short here. I wonder if I should adjust this level. Adjust it down just a little bit. Let's see. But I still would rather it have a touch point here, but still. 1, 2, 3 touch points. This looks clear. Let's zoom in and see. Oh no, we are zoomed in. Yeah, it didn't make a difference. I was wondering if I get a clear rejection here, but it didn't show. Alright. Yeah, I see no reason to be trading right now. And look, let's go back to 515. We're back down to 6. Even hit 5, so a demand has to form. But yeah, I'm not taking any trades today. Maybe in time I can put more money in my account, and then maybe then I'll wait for a big pattern break. We'll have to see. As you can see, any trade here would have been a bad idea unless we did the 6 to 10 trade. This thing's just dropping progressively, and I probably should zoom back in to a closer strike if I were foolish enough to take a trade, which I'm not going to do. There is a possibility we may form another demand and retest it and then push up higher. I did read Adam Mancini's newsletter, and he did say that a good time for a pullback would be 4166, 4155, and there it is. This morning I could have taken this short. Again, I don't know what option put I could have used. Wonder if 410 would have worked. No. Is this today? No, that's the problem. I'm looking at ODTE. Tomorrow, I could have maybe used the, where are we in SPY right now? I could have maybe used the 410. No, this is the 410, but the 410 on Friday. No, no way. I couldn't have afforded that. Maybe the 400. I don't know. This is the problem when you have nothing in your account. 407.5. Nope. Actually, that's what I was using yesterday. You know what the funny thing is? Look what's going on here. clearly we've just been dropping all day, right? But because of all this chop, right? If you didn't sell by now, by this point, you're just stuck in chop. So this is it. This is the only one I could have afforded, the 404 put, and I would have to have exited to make 10 bucks. Just imagine this big move. Wait, actually from here. This move from here to here is just 10 bucks. I gotta re-emphasize this. Friday's expiration from here to here is only $10 on one option. Yes, you could have made 100 less commission, so 90 on 10 options, but you would have to know to sell here. If you didn't sell by this point, then, or at least by this point, you're stuck in chop. So, yeah, again, not really a great day to trade. This is another example why you would need to use an in the money or at the money put. So watch this. On SPY, that was 414. So let's choose a 414 strike for tomorrow. 166. Let's say you get in at 180. No, let's say you, because these market makers like to screw you. You don't get until 200. You buy 5 options at 200 for $1,000. You sell at next support 4140. You sell at 250. You want to catch a piece of the move from 200 to 250. 5 options, 50 times 5, 250. So $200 here. You sell all 5 at 250. Wait, 5 times 5 is 150. So you made 150 bucks, right? Sorry, guys. 50 times 5 is 200. 250. Sorry, my brain never brains. You know that. So this move from here, but you know what? Forget that. Let's say you only have one option. You can only buy one option. You get in at 200 and you sell at 250. Still, $50. That's 25% profit. As opposed to the other option, which was what? 407.5? No, not even. 404. Was it 406? Was it 404? 404. Yeah, that's the one. That's all I could afford. If you're not gonna catch the bottom. So let's say you get in at $17 and you sell at $21. $3. What is $3 of 17? That's not 25%, certainly. So with options, it's so much better to do at the money or in the money. Let's try a 412.5. That's a couple points out of the money on this drop, but still, you get in at 150. I'm making the worst case scenario. You didn't get until 150 the next candle. And you sell at, well, let's say 180. 30 bucks. So, in any case, right now we're forming a demand. Look at this big sell here. Or is it this one? Almost made it to 4135, but not quite. So, just have to wait and see. Actually, no, we don't. For in terms of just watching what happens, we'll wait and see. But I'm not taking any trades. I'm done trading, forcing myself to trade every day and dealing with chop and losing money. I'm only trading trend breakouts or pattern breakouts from now on. That's it. Okay, I had mentioned that we formed a 15-minute supply before the market opened, but was not paying attention that on SPY we formed a very clean 30-minute supply. And look, the supply was formed just under this trend. I forget what this trend is actually, and I think it's the channel that we were in much of the beginning of May. I dread having to zoom out to look. Yeah. But again, we formed a clean 30-minute supply. Sell. Pretty clear cut. Clearly, I'm not paying attention. We just formed a demand, and that demand was retested. I was not even paying attention. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Bears have had since 9:30 to push this below 4140. Every candle that closes above it. Let's see if we get a retest. I think that was the retest. If I don't get it now, I won't be able to get it at all. Alright, we're doing it. Never mind. Oh yes, because I have two. Damn it. Damn it. I forgot I had two up here. Let's see what happens at VWAP. I think it's going to break past VWAP, but let's see if we can maybe get a push back to 14. Nope, it's off. I bet you once it breaks VWAP, this thing's going to start to rally. There it is. I told you. There it is. And heck, if I could have gotten in at 14 and exit at 20, hey. It needs to break past all these little SMAs, VWAP, and most importantly, it already cleared this one, then this one. Once that's done, we might have resistance here and here, but if it can break through here and make it up to here again, and VIX is definitely going down. Infected. I told you, a confluence If there's going to be rejection, it'll be here. And that's what happened. Uh-oh. Bears are pushing this back below VWAP. I don't think that should be much of a concern though. This candle closes in 3 minutes. If it'll be ideal for bulls to close this candle above VWAP and then they can push with the next candle. But if I think that's going to happen, should I not jump in, at least try and scalp? Well, let's see if we can get down to 14. Let me let this candle close and see what the next candle does. I'm just stupid. I should have paid attention. Once this formed, this is 10:30. I could have gotten in at 13 or 14 and exited at 19. Well, I would have rather exited at 20, but I don't think we made it to 20. Look how we're making new highs, or we're pushing higher, yet we're still at 17 as opposed to the 19 that we were earlier. It shows that even though the expiration is tomorrow, theta decay is still an issue. But the bulls succeeded. This candle, if they can keep going, is going to close above VWAP. The next candle would push forward further. And there you have it. 19, and this is going to keep pushing. And unfortunately, I can't get in now. I had a chance to get in on the pullback here on 15 or 14, but I didn't have the buy-in, and now it's gone. I would be a whopping $4 in profit, which isn't spectacular, but this is going to push. We're going to get past 4153. We may reject here. If we do, we'll form a head and shoulders, and that's not going to be good. But I think the bulls will keep pushing this up little by little, and we'll make it back to where we were this morning, at least by the end of the day. But even if I had gotten in at 14 or 15 like I had liked, if I exited at 2021, only a few dollars, but for this tiny account, it's a pretty big win. So yeah, I had my chance. Demand was formed, demand was retested. I wasn't paying attention. I should have got in at 10:30, which is 10:30 started here. I could have gotten in at $13. And if this continues to push, if by chance I can exit at $23, hey, I'll take the $10 profit. Notice though I put an alert at 12, we never got below that. So never mind that. And we never got the retest here like I had hoped. But I should have just put a buy-in somewhere here. But who knows where it would have been. It would have been great if this would have scooped down a little bit low and I could get in at, I don't know what this value would be if it went down there. Probably $9, so I couldn't get in with two options. I couldn't afford two options here at 12, but if I could have a couple options at 12, sell at, I don't know, 18. Definitely make $10 profit there off of those two options, because you'll lose $2 in commission. VIX didn't quite make it to the daily, where I thought it might bounce, but close. I guess we're bouncing at this SMA. Oh well. Although this is not good, that fact that VIX is rising. So the question is, do I get in here in anticipation where it might turn around? I don't think that's a wise idea. But I might be wrong. Watch it turn around right now and start to rally. ¿Necesita ayuda? No, gracias, gracias. A vacuum. Sí.
Okay, thank you.
So limpiar, sí, gracias.
Okay. It's good.
Sí, gracias. Es muy bueno.
Gracias. Thank you.
Alright, it's really dark. I'm going to open the blinds. Sorry guys, I should have stopped recording. Unfortunately, all that drilling has spread dust around. Not a lot, but I gotta clean that dust, vacuum the floor, wipe down the dust from my desk and the wall, and then take down these foil papers finally, and wipe the window down. Although I'm gonna need a ladder, so I don't have one, so I have to use the chair. Hopefully I don't fall off that while trying to clean these windows. I almost wish that the landlord had asked these guys to take the foil paper down and wipe the windows down for me. But he won't pay for that extra effort. It looks cheap, but still way better than foil paper. Anyways. It looks like this could be an opportunity for me to get in at 15 in anticipation that this might push higher, but again, I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm only going to make trades from now on that are clear breakouts of patterns. And this is just chop right now. So, you know what? Since it's kind of quiet at work, I think I might start working on cleaning this up and removing the foil paper and vacuuming the floor a bit and wiping things down. And then make my breakfast slash lunch smoothie. So it may turns out I was wrong. Turn out I was wrong. I probably should have gotten in here at 15. So I may end up regretting this, and this may end up going up to 19, 20. I don't know how high this will go. But then there's a 50% chance that it's a good thing I didn't take this trade, and this may end up dropping below VWAP and collapsing back down again. So I'm going to keep my alert here and see what happens. All right. So as you can see, we did make it to 20. I don't know why I'm getting an alert now. What is this alert for? Oh, this is the 420 call. It's at or below. Yeah. Just because it's the theta decay. Jesus. So, oh, by the way, you can see it's nice and sunny because I've removed the foil paper from the window. Unfortunately, the tape that I used to put the foil paper on has stained a few spots on each window. So look, this is what I was saying before. The landlord, if he wasn't so cheap, should have hired someone to A, put the blinds up, and B, bring chemicals and cleaners to clean the window, and C, clean up after themselves when they've made a mess. That's what a professional would do. If you take your car to get an audio install at a professional place, they're installing speakers, new whatever. This is how a lot of people in Miami are. They'll install the stuff in your car, but any wires or paper or debris that results from their work, or they put fingerprints on your door, whatever, they'll leave it. Their mind's like, hey, my job is to install this thing, and that's as far as I'm going to go. Miami people don't go above and beyond for their work typically. And the same thing results in landlords. They're just like that. So he hired people to put the curtains up, but that's it. I mean, these guys did take the box and the debris and whatever, and they asked for a broom. They would go the extra mile. But if he had told them, the landlord had said, hey, listen, let me know how much you'll charge to clean the windows or wipe them down with, good professional window cleaner, and I'll pay you for that. And they probably wouldn't have charged more than like 30, 40 bucks, I think. But he's so cheap, he won't do that. Instead, he texted me and told me to remove the foil paper myself and for me to buy Windex and alcohol and other special cleaners to clean off the tape off the window. And again, that's just how these landlords are. They want you to go the extra mile. But I don't know if I can show the view. I don't think my computer would let me do it, but I'm gonna try and pick it up. And I don't know if that really showed clearly. Oh yeah, of course it won't show that much because you've got this tiny screen. Um, let's see if I make this bigger. Can I make this bigger? No, I can't. I don't know. Let's see if this works. Probably can't see much from there, I guess. But it is a nice view. Still, I don't think it's worth almost $2,000 a month. All right, so we did make it up to this point after all. Adam Mancini tweeted, I don't think I read his most recent tweet. Today's plan was for a rally to 46675, then a dip. In ES, we ran to 46675, dipped, and so far bulls have held exactly where they had to at 4135 support. We are charging up now for the next leg. Ideally can base now under today's highs, then make the push to 4175. So if what he says is true, why wouldn't it be? Um, that's weird. So I'm looking at my the S&P futures. What is this? Oh my God, why am I looking? No, I am. This is ES. Sorry, my problem is that right now I see two red candles on my trading view chart, but here on ES I see two green candles, and they're both on the 15 minute. They're not in different time frames, so I'm uh I'm understandably confused. What is going on? Why does it show that we're dropping on? Watch. Let me see if it shows the same on my trade. Yeah. No. So for some reason my iPad trading view is wrong. It shows the last two candles that we've been dropping. Oh, I'm offline. It says I'm offline on my trading view here. And so I have no internet. All right, that's not good. I'm gonna try and do a speed test. But yeah, the internet's down, so that explains why it's been sort of sitting in the same spot. Luckily, I don't need to be online to make videos. No, according to my speed test app, my internet is fine and strong. Oh, you know what? That's what happened. When I picked up the computer to move it around, um, well, I plugged back in the cord and it's still doing this. Okay, now we're updating. Okay, there it is. So we made it as high as 21 on this option. So had I gotten in at 12, been paying attention, if I somehow would have thought, you know what, and there's plenty of opportunity, not plenty, but there's some opportunities, one, two, more than half a dozen opportunities to get in at 12. If I had done that one option and sold at 22, I could have made $9 minus the commission. But I mean, that's not small. That's 50% increase of my account, more than that. Well, if what Adam Mancini says is right, if bulls hold and we just base here, then it is possible that I could attempt a swing. But if the bulls were to retest again, how low would they go, I wonder? I know I said I won't trade anymore unless we do a pattern breakout. But the thing is, those pattern breaks only occur on average of a few times in a month. So far, all of this month, we had the pattern break of that descending channel. We had a pattern break of the triangle that was formed with part of the megaphone and the descending channel. So that was a triangle. Then we formed another triangle, and then that fell. So that's three patterns for the entire month. But I mean, I guess that should do it. I was thinking we might reject here, but the fact that we didn't is a bit disconcerting on the VIX. So we're making a new high on the VIX for the day, so that's not good. Anyways, I need to finish. I vacuumed and didn't realize that by removing the foil paper, there's dust on the foil paper itself, and there was some debris on the top layer of the glass. I don't explain it. The first layer, and then the next layer here, and there's a flat part, and there's dust there. So I need to clean some more. And I didn't know this, but the dust from drywall is toxic. It's not good. And I've breathed in plenty of that over the past 2 years from all the construction. So I need to clean that up. And I don't know what to do about these pieces of tape. I haven't replied to his text. I'll reply to him later that I attempted to clean it, but couldn't remove it. And that's really not my problem. If he had been a responsible landlord and hired someone to put the blind up and to clean the windows, because the windows still had stickers on it when it was installed, like the stickers you would expect that would be on a window when you buy it. But those stickers should have been removed shortly after the window was installed because over the past year, the glue on those stickers um, has imprinted into the glass. And of course, the glue from the tape I used to put the foil paper on has stuck onto the glass. And the only way I think to get that off is to have a powerful cleaner and to have it soak into the window and get the tape out. That's the glue from the tape. But again, it shouldn't be my responsibility to sit here and do all of that. That's his responsibility. This glue on the window is a result of the tape and the foil paper being up there for so long because it took this man literally over a year. It was August of 2022 that the windows were officially installed, I think. I think it was August or July. I think it was July of 2022 that the window construction was officially done. And that's how long so it's been less than a year. Like what is it? May, June, July, August. So 9 months. But still, 30 days is too much. So I got to get back to work with this, unfortunately. But look, this is not good. We've broken past this, we've broken past that, but still, even though VIX is rising, bulls are doing their job. They're keeping it above 4135. So, but interesting how it created a supply, rejected right at 460, and we're dropped. Oh, and it looks like we formed a head and shoulders here. So that's probably why this was a strong sell too. Move. All right, guys. I'll be back. Or maybe not for a while. I don't. The thing is, I believe Adam Mancini's right. We will base here probably above 4135. Maybe we might even flush below and come above. But the only way that I can really make any money is if I attempt to swing, and I don't like swings. What was the other one? Oh, I don't care about that. So yeah, but it looks like let's see if this demand holds. This is interesting. I wonder if this is another time that I should have gotten in, and that this might end up chopping. But Adam Mancini says as long as we don't make a new high today, we can work on it tomorrow. Or knowing this market, they'll work on it overnight when the market's closed. So let me make this smaller. All right. I got a shower. I smell like vinegar and dust. Good Lord. This arm looks like it's the arm of a 50. Well, I am almost there. Ow. Just the skin looking crappy and cracked. Anyways, look. The man was formed again. Exactly where it was before. So I could have gotten in at 11, sold at 16. Or this might even go higher. Who knows? Um, but like Adam Mancini says, bulls just want to chop here and I guess build up energy for our final push tomorrow. If I recall, the the weekend before Memorial Day is generally a very bullish day. So I don't know. I'm gonna put an alert if we get back down to 12. Create alert. I actually had the alert there before. I don't know why I took it off, but I might try 10. I don't know. I don't know if we'll come back down again, but I should have definitely gotten in here at 11. Just plenty of opportunity to get in here at 11. And I could have sold here at 16, just made $5 just to get my account above $20, which would be nice. But I don't know how much of a chop we're going to be doing. So you know what? I'll just wait till later on the day and see. Maybe we might have one final false breakdown, fake breakdown before the market closes, maybe around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock for a possible entry. We did create a supply on VIX though, which would make me want to jump in really. And now we're back below the megaphone. So unfortunately, I'm worried that this might be the low of the day, that this was the chance to get in, because I wonder if, in fact, tomorrow this thing is going to turn around and rally. But anyways, we're bouncing off VWAP right now, and this was the chance to get in, I think. It would have been nice if I had enough to get in for a couple options at 11, sell one, lock in tiny bit of profits, and just hold on to the rest. The other one. But anyways, enough. This is all moot topic. The bottom line is I should be only trading a pattern breakout. So I keep saying it and keep looking for opportunity to get in. Yeah, I know I need to walk away and be done with this, but here we go. It turned around. Beautiful re this is what I always want to see, a retest of a demand that had formed. Demand forms, place your buy in right there. I could have gotten in at $12, $11, and now I think we're about to hit $20 again. If this can push a little bit higher. And if it could go to 21, then there we go. That's a $10 win, which is pathetically nothing, I know, but for my tiny account, it's something. And I know I keep saying that I want to only take trades of a breakout of a pattern, but I keep forgetting the fact still remains that my account is almost empty. If I can make a couple winning trades, a few small winning trades, I guess I'm gonna have to put a tight stop loss when I do this MK strategy. And if I can get it, if I could have gotten in at 11 or 12 and sold at, I don't know if it's gonna go to 20 to be honest, because we have this supply right here. That's the problem. And the supply, you want to create a buffer. So yeah, so this would be the time where you want to exit before we get too close to the supply. But hell, from 12 to 17, $5. You know, I think to be able to trade options effectively, you need to have a minimum of $100 in your account, unfortunately. So that way you can scale out. So let's say I got in here at 12 for two options, just two. I exit one at 17, I make $5, and I hold on to the other one and see if it pushes a little bit higher. If we can break past this supply and get higher, then exit at $25. And make 5 on one option, 10 on the other. And have a tight stop loss. And I know, I keep saying not using stop losses on options. But yeah, bro, I don't know. I don't know. But we did form a supply on VIX. And look at this gap down here, this jump down from the close to the next open and just pushing down. And we may end up going back to the daily, which may be a spot to where you would want to sell on VIX. But look, we're pushing past that point now. Now we're at 20. And we may make it to 21. So yeah, I should have got back in when we came back down. I was here, I saw it. I remember I was here and I'm like, hey, now, we came back down, but we could retest this level again. And I could have put a buy in at 11. And there we go. Now we're at 21. So even if I got him with just one option and sold here, I could have made $9. and I'll gladly take $9 to my crappy $16. So here we'll see if the supply actually holds. But this candle still has 7 minutes left, so it could push beyond this. Yep, there it is. Push beyond and then make its way up. And I notice sometimes this happens. Adam Mancini will say, "Oh, it'll be ideal if the bulls don't go any higher," and then the bulls go higher. This happens a lot. So yeah, we may end up making a new high of the day. So it went from 11 to 22. So that's $10 I could have made there if I had gone long. Anyways, I need to walk away and shower and chill for a bit. So earlier today, around 1 o'clock, we retested, or not retested, but we formed a new demand, and we dropped down to about $14, and then peaked and reached up as high as $27 actually. In fact, I'm beginning to think that had I gotten in here at 11 or 12, put my sell limit at like 32 or something, that later on today 32 will be hit. And if I had more than one option to get in, again, likely later on today, this is going to get to the high 30s, maybe. I think what Adam Mancini tweeted too. Let me read that. Well, basically, what's happening today is what he wanted to happen. All right. After rallying to today's 466 dip, yes, base, yes. This is exactly what we've done in the last 2 hours. We continue to charge up for the next leg, which is 4175, 4190. Remain targets. Bulls must hold 4135. So in this basing, what I was hoping, which I should have done, is to get back in. I wanted to get in at 12 or 11. I mean, I have my buy-in here. I don't know why it hasn't been filled. When did I put this alert, I wonder? Or was it later? I don't remember. But 11 is where I should have gotten in. That would have been the most ideal spot to get in. And even if I sold at like 16 or 16 at 26 to get $16, or 27 to get $16 of profit, 15, 16, whatever, that would have been great. But if I didn't and held, and if this thing does what Adam Mancini says it's going to do and charge up for the next run up, that would be great. In fact, if this does reach, I don't know. I don't know what 4175 would be on ES, but I'm pretty sure it won't be 420. It'll probably be like around 416, 417, but I'm just guessing because that's all I can do. Anyways. All right, here we go. We basically went from daily to weekly. 4175 was the ultimate target. Adam Mancini was hoping they wouldn't get there today. They would just base, but I told you that's what often happens when he says, "Oh, as long as bulls don't make it up to here, or hopefully they can base here, we'll charge here, and then we'll come up later." It never goes up later. It goes up the same day. So again, had I gotten in down here and held it, here we are now. It's gonna go beyond this. Trust me. It's gonna go beyond this. SPY is now at 415. This expires tomorrow. So if this does get to 475, there it is. There it is. So yeah, here's where you would want to exit. And I don't know what it is about 2 o'clock. The same thing happened yesterday. 2 o'clock comes and then there's this, it just starts to pick up volume and start to move. But, when I say I won't trade, that's when it really makes the move. When I take the risk to trade, it tends to be the bad move. It tends to be where it's going to turn around and I'm going to get burned. So, yeah, I'm pretty upset. Had I gotten in at 11, okay, I could have exited here at 42 and made $30. which isn't much. Which isn't much. I mean, I've lost again. Uh, I'm at $16 and I was at 79 last week. So that's $53. I don't know. I think so. But yeah, look at that push. Now we've made a new low on VIX for the day, and we've gone even lower than pre-market. So yeah, man, I didn't take the move, and now I'm burned. It's just so annoying, man. So annoying. Could have made $30 today. Is this the top of that channel? Yep. Oh well, what can you do? I made justifications why I shouldn't make the trade, and I I I missed out. So all right, this is gonna be the last video for the day, and I don't know what can I say. I whenever I decide not to trade, it turns out I should have traded, and whenever I do trade, it turns out I shouldn't have traded. Had I gone long here at 11 um, and held, I'm pretty sure I would have sold up here at 42 to make $30, which is a 200% increase in my account size. Um, and I'm also pretty sure if I didn't sell this and I held on to it, tomorrow we're gonna see a swing. Um, VIX supply was formed. One can consider this the retest. We did a retest at the top of the megaphone again with the supply, and this is when we really pushed. This is 2 o'clock. Well, 2 o'clock it's just freaking rallied. But we could have gotten in way back this morning when I thought about it, and then I even second guessed myself. I thought maybe I should get in here at 14, but I still didn't do it. So not exactly huge major moves, but still we moved from um, 412 to 415, and that's a pretty decent move. So it looks like we're still stuck below that weekly, which is also close to Adam Massini's ultimate target of 475. But we did peek over it earlier when this thing popped and rallied at 2 o'clock and then sold off. But yeah, man, this is one of those days where if I had a large account, scale out, make your money, hold a couple for a swing tomorrow. But I didn't do that, so I don't know, man. Now mark my words, tomorrow when I make my video, we're gonna already be at Adam's not next target, but the target after that, and we're gonna be selling off. Anyways.